This module discusses strategies and resources for your job search. A job search strategy is simply the steps used to secure a co-op, internship, or full-time job. You want to begin your job search at least one semester in advance and at least 2 semesters in advance for jobs with the federal government. The earlier you start, the better. The keys to a successful job search include the following: knowing yourself and the market for your field, preparing your marketing materials or tools, developing a job search plan, taking action, being sure to use all available resources, and finally following up. We'll go through each of those steps in detail now. The first step is to do some self-assessment. You want to know yourself. What are your values, objectives, career interests, and key skills? What is your desired type of organization? So you may consider your strengths to be your analytical and problem-solving skills. And you may want to work in a large corporation where there is a lot of potential for advancement and the ability to move through different departments. You may have a strong interest in the financial services or insurance industries. Putting all of this information together will help you target your search. You also want to know the market, including recent trends or specialty areas for your targeted field. This takes exploring industries and companies that are hiring people with your skills and interests. Please see Module 2 on Career Exploration for suggestions and resources for conducting research. When you research a company, you'll want to get a good idea of their culture, values, and priorities to see if they're in line with your own values and preferred environment. For example, is a company strictly structured, or do they have a more laid-back environment? Employers are looking for demonstrated skills in the following key areas. Keep these in mind as you go through your college career and look for opportunities to develop and demonstrate these skills. This will really help you prepare for your transition to the professional world. First is professionalism and work ethic. This is demonstration of personal accountability and effective work habits, for example, punctuality, working productively with others, and time workload management. Next is critical thinking and problem solving, or the ability to exercise sound reasoning to analyze issues, make decisions, and overcome problems. Next is leadership, or leveraging the strengths of others to achieve common goals, and using interpersonal skills to coach and develop others. Then we have global perspective, or the ability to demonstrate openness, inclusiveness, sensitivity, and the ability to interact respectfully with all people. Technical application is the ability to leverage existing technologies effectively to solve problems and adapt to new and emerging technologies. Communication is the ability to articulate thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively to people inside and outside of the organization. Teamwork and collaboration is the ability to build collaborative relationships with colleagues and customers, and to work within a team structure effectively, and to negotiate and manage conflict. Finally, career management is the ability to identify and articulate your skills, strengths, knowledge, and experiences relevant to your career goals. Step 2 is to get your marketing materials or tools together. These are all the things you'll use for your job search and should all be good representations of your skills and qualifications. They include your resume, of course, but also a cover letter and a portfolio of some sort to further support your skills by providing specific examples of work and projects. You can use GitHub to showcase programming skills if you're targeting that type of position, or a general site like Portfolium, which you can access through our website, to showcase other skills. You'll also want to prepare your micro pitch, which you'll use to introduce yourself at career fairs, networking events, and during interviews when asked, "Tell me about yourself." This should include a brief summary of your education, skills, and projects or experiences, plus something that personalizes you and sets you apart from other students. It's also important to make sure you're ready for interviews. Prepare answers to commonly asked questions and examples to support your skills and strengths. The next step is to develop a job search plan. It's important to be organized, to schedule specific time blocks to work on your search, to create a to-do list with tasks and a timeline, and to create a job search database or spreadsheet for all the jobs to which you apply. The job search can seem overwhelming, so staying organized can help keep you on track. Putting all your job applications and targeted companies on a spreadsheet will also help you know when to follow up on jobs you've applied to and after interviews. Once you have your marketing tools together and a system for staying organized, you can take action and apply for posted positions. Use a wide variety of resources for your search, which we'll discuss in a minute, and create a targeted list of companies that you're interested in, even if they haven't posted a position. Be sure to attend events including career fairs, employer information sessions and tables, and our National Labs Career Fair. These are great opportunities to connect with companies about job opportunities. It's also important to develop and leverage your own personal network of contacts that you can outreach to about potential opportunities. Family and friends can often be helpful in making referrals that can lead to jobs. The last step in the job search process is to follow up. Whenever possible, follow up by phone or email 7 to 10 days after sending a resume. Most students don't do this, so if you do, it could bring you to the top of the candidate pile. When you follow up, you want to personalize your candidacy. Say why you're interested in this particular company and how you're a good match for the position, and ask if it's possible to set up an interview to talk more about your qualifications. This extra step may get you an interview. It's not always possible to follow up if no contact name is listed, but when they are, it's good to do so. Here are some steps to prepare for a follow-up phone call. It's really helpful to write this information down and use it like a script. It will also help you prepare if the employer starts asking questions on the call. Use the same format if you're sending a follow-up email. The important thing to do is to make a match between your qualifications and the company's needs, and try to move the process forward towards an interview. You want to try to follow up, but not too much, as you don't want to be perceived as a pest. It's okay to leave a voice message, but don't reach out more than 2 times. If you don't get a response, just move on to other jobs and applications you've made. Remember, hiring managers and HR reps are busy, and the hiring process can be lengthy. So even if you don't get a call back or return email, you may still be in consideration for the position. We'll now discuss some resources you can use for your job search. A good place to start are online jobs databases. Handshake offers both full-time and co-op and internship positions. You can access Handshake through our office website. A few tips. Search using your major, but also use other majors related to your areas of interest and keywords. Handshake offers suggestions for your job search. Set up a search agent to be notified when new jobs are posted, and be sure to update your profile and resume regularly. Employers have access to this information if you make your profile public. See Module 4 for detailed information and tips for Handshake. Here are some additional job databases and industry websites for full-time opportunities. All of these are on our website as well. And here are some resources targeted towards co-op and internship opportunities. A great opportunity for an internship is an REU, found through the National Science Foundation at one of the federally funded research centers throughout the country. You can find opportunities on the NSF website here. Please note these opportunities are for U.S. citizens or permanent residents only. We offer an opportunity to connect in person with some of the research labs during our National Labs Career Fair, which is held in the fall semester. Another way to find companies to target is through databases like Hoover's, which is available through the RIT Library's website, or Vault, which is available on Handshake under Career Center Resources. Glassdoor is another good site for researching companies. Use these databases to create a list of companies based on industry type, geographic location, company size, and any other criteria that are important to you. Once you have a list of targeted companies, go to their websites to see if they have any posted positions and apply online. Some companies hold information sessions and other networking events at RIT before the career fairs and throughout the semesters. These are great opportunities to connect with recruiters and find out about available opportunities. All these events are open to students and no pre-registration is required. You'll find this information on Handshake under Events. Here are some last tips for getting a job. Use all available resources for your search. Don't just rely on one or two. Start your search early and be proactive, actively searching out jobs and companies to target instead of just applying to posted jobs. Determine what sets you apart from the competition and leverage that when connecting with employers. Showcase your work. Show, don't just tell. Use a portfolio, GitHub account, or a personal website. Take advantage of every opportunity to improve your communication, teamwork, and leadership skills. Maintain a good GPA. Build your network. As many jobs aren't posted online, the more people you know, the more opportunities you'll find out about. Attend all employer events and information sessions. Join a professional association in your field to gain further connections and job opportunities. And if you join as a student, you'll get a discounted rate. We have suggested associations on our website. Follow up on jobs and with networking contacts to keep yourself front of mind. Here are some student tips for getting co-op jobs. Here's another student tip. This student suggests networking and some tips for interviews. And how another student got their co-op job through Handshake. This student also emphasizes preparing stories to tell during the interview, to ask questions during the interview, and also to prepare by researching the company. And here are some additional tips from a student. I will put all of these tips on a separate Word document and upload it to Handshake as well. And this ends Module 5.